Welcome back to JB Reviews. Today we're going to do a video on a 2021 Chevy Silverado 2500 and 3500. Now, a lot of people ask me questions about the differences. We are going to go through these trucks. This is going to be a 2500 LTZ, and this is going to be a 3500 High Country. So, as far as the trim packages go, all that stuff, you can get High Country on either one of these trucks. But let's go and get into the video, and let's start under the hood. As far as the engines go, you can get a 6.6 liter gas or diesel. The one you're looking at here is going to be the Thurmont. This is going to be good for 445 horsepower, 910 pound-feet of torque. Does take 10 quarts of oil, has a 7-gallon DEF tank. I cannot remember how big the fuel tank is on this truck, but I will put it in the video for you guys. But as far as the displacement goes for these engines, it's going to be the same between the 2500 and this 3500 here. And for 2020, they did add an Allison transmission, so that's the only really thing that was changed under the hood. This Duramax has been under this hood since 2017. This is the L5P, and it's pretty reliable. I haven't heard of any major failures with this, but I'm not too sure about the transmission. Something added for 2017 on to 2021 is these hood scoops. They are functional and they do feed a lot of air into the intake. And as far as just the overall appearances go, LTZ is one of the top of the line trim packages, and the High Country just kind of dresses it up in more of like a cowboy look. You can kind of see that more apparent like on the grill here, how it has that bronze accent. And its fog lights, as you guys can see, are just below, and it has chrome tow hooks. On this specific LTZ, it has like a blackout package on it, so it has painted bumpers, has the blackout wheels. Really like the way it looks. I'll show you guys the window stickers at the end of this video, as I always do. I'm going to do a little bit differently in this video, but like I said, this one has the black tow hooks. Prefer that a little bit more over these chrome ones. And as you guys can see down here, you have a chrome trim piece below. One last thing to point out on the 2500 and this 3500, because of the trim packages, you do have standard LED headlights. It is going to be a reflective style, and you have a projector style fog light. And like I said, those are going to come standard on these two trim levels. If you get anything less than the LTZ, you will get halogen headlights standard. Now, check out these wheels on this 3500. I like the styling of these. It has like a machine look, and the face of it's black. And it has like a black chrome style lug nut too. Really good attention to detail. As far as the wheels on this LTZ, this has like a blackout package, as I mentioned. They didn't do the same for the lug nuts. I'm surprised they didn't do that. But as far as the tires go, they're going to be the exact same setup, 275, 65, 20. And as far as your capacities go, hopefully you guys can see this. If you can't, I'll call it out to you. But 3750 is the max load for single, and 80 PSIs. It's going to be a load range E. And these do have IFS up front. And check out how beefy those sway bars are too. And they both have the Rancho shock, so nothing's really truly different up front. However, this does have a higher axle rating on the 2500 versus this 3500. And I'll show that to you guys towards the end of the video too. I'm kind of liking this LTZ package a little bit better, just because you don't have as much chrome. But on the High Country, it's not bad either. I mean, like I said, everything really flows well, especially having the machine look on the wheels and all the chrome accents. It does not look bad. Now, as far as the cab configurations go, there's not going to be any differences there. Something unique that Chevy does is they do give you these steps on the side of the bed here, and it does come in handy if you are, loading stuff in, or if you need to lock in your gooseneck trailer or something like that. Now, out back on the 2500, you are going to have a leaf spring suspension. It's going to have 5 leaves in the pack, and Rancho shocks front and rear. Now, on the 3500, the leaf spring system's a little different. So you're going to have 2 overload leaf springs in addition to the 5 leaves down below. This is going to be your main leaf pack, and of course you have your bump stops right here. So when you add weight to this truck, of course, at a fifth wheel or gooseneck trailer, they'll start to make contact with that, and it's going to really help with stability going down the road. Something they did differently for 2020 was they added your DEF fill here. It used to be up in the hood. A lot of people did not like that location. I didn't like it either. And then out back, guys, you do have a Class 5 receiving hitch on both trucks. And just below, you have a 342 rear axle. And it's going to be the same for both trucks. Now, if you get a gas engine, it's going to be a 373. And I can't really tell if there's any difference with that rear compared to the 2500. As far as the interiors go, there's no differences between 2500 and 3500, guys. So what I'll do is I'm just going to show you guys both interiors really quickly, and then I'm going to show you guys the major differences with these trucks here. All right, let's go into it. So really quickly, as far as your gross axle weight rating in the front is 6,000 pounds, and gross vehicle weight is going to be 11,350. Gross combined 27,500. The rear gross axle weight rating is going to be 6,600 pounds. Curb weight is 8,236 pounds with a max payload of 3,114 pounds. As far as the gross axle weight rating up front for the 3500, it's going to be 5,600 pounds. I know that sounds kind of weird that this would have a lower front gross axle weight rating, but it does. And gross vehicle weight is going to be a little bit higher at 12,250 pounds. Gross combined weight is 29,700, so it's higher here. The rear gross axle is higher at 7,250 pounds. It was 6,600 pounds on the 2500. Curb weight is actually a little bit higher too at 8,507. Max payload is 3,743 pounds. Now that's about 629 pounds because I already did the math. I'm not that smart. But let's look at the towing capacities on the 3500 and we'll compare it. So as far as your conventional trailer is 20,000 and gooseneck is 21,100. Let's go take a look at it on the 2500 now. Alright, so as far as the conventional and gooseneck numbers go, it's going to be the same, 18,500 pounds. So as you guys can see, it's not much difference between these two trucks. So why would you get a 3500 over the 2500? Because this is going to ride a little bit more stiffer, all that good stuff. But the main reason, obviously, and most people who follow me know this, payload capacity. So this truck gives you 629 pounds of additional cargo, passengers, and pin weight from your trailer. Because as you know, if you add a hitch back here, that hitch is going to probably weigh about 250 pounds, and any weight you put on that hitch is going to take away from that payload capacity. So keep those things in mind. Now, I haven't shown you guys the crown jewel yet. There's a crown jewel with 3500, and you guys already know what it is. Let's go take a look at it. Here it is. If you want to tow a trailer that's really big, this is the truck you're going to want to use. This truck's going to have a 14,000 pound GVWR, so figure this truck's going to weigh about 8,700 pounds. And they do add an additional overload leaf spring with this 3500. I did not know that, actually. So they have 3 compared to the single rear wheel, so slightly different there. And yeah, if you're going to tow a big boy trailer, this is the one you're going to use. So again, be sure, guys, to stay to the end. I'm going to show you guys the window stickers of those 2 trucks, and I will be doing a Weight Watchers for that 3500, so be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and check that video out. But on that note, see you guys soon. Alright, so this is the window sticker for the 2021 Silverado 2500. And this is your standard equipment. And base price, $53,900. And here are all your options. And your options continued. And $75,065 is total price. And this is going to be the window sticker for the 3500, okay? And then here's all your standard equipment. And here's your base price at $63,800. And then here are all your options with a total price at $80,850.